Because who do we got on the chopping block today? Important. Don't even know nothing about that, all right? I don't even know nothing about and I know the way you rocking. And I met you at the library.
Oh, don't tell me you forgot. She ain't having, she a model. Shaped like a Coke bottle. Walking in and out the bank. Oh, all she do is make deposits. Working graveyard down at Follies. She claims she don't need nobody. Oh, I'ma change her mindset even though I know she got it. You know you got it though. I know you know you got it. Ooh, I know you got it. Baby, you know you got it. Yeah, I know you got it. Baby, gotta know you got it. Ooh, I know you got it. Yeah, you know you got it. Yeah.
Ain't no way she by herself. I had to ask her what her dude. Beat that like Lulu. And yeah, I'm in my Lulu. I don't got my cash right. They say I'm on some new shit. Might flex on purpose just cause I know you can't do this. Two-door business, but she get it. She don't even. Business only. She don't have no time unless it's Benjamin. Real bad. She don't need no tag in those cardi list. Bro, nigga, please don't even try. Won't say it.
Don't say it. Gotta level up and know your Hollywood. I recommend. Fine like a black.
She don't do no hair. Got
her own everything. She
ain't red bottom. She just a face in it. This is scat pack. Bring it back. I ain't never surprised when she asked where the cash at. What the stash shit, I know the ass fat. Roll a blunt and mash that. Suck a nigga so baby, you know you got that cash.
She a model. Shaped like a Coke bottle. Walking in and out the bank. All she do is make deposits. Working graveyard down at Follies. She claims she don't need nobody. I'ma change her mindset even though I know she got it. You know you got it though. I know you know you got it. I know you know.
I know you.
Baby, I know you know. I know. Yeah, I know you got it. Baby, gotta know you got it. Ooh, I know you got it. Yeah, you know you got it. Yeah. You can't fuck with her and yeah, you know it. Everything she got up on her is that Christian in New York. Every time she put it on, you see that bag and yeah, it's Birkin. She ain't even about to play with you, cause you ain't working on. I pull up with that gas for real. I can wear that bag for real. Won't look your way over her mouth unless she see this cash for real. Ooh, I ain't even mad at her. I ain't even mad for real. Man ass at her. I'm sure when nigga got this wire ass for real. Ooh, tiptoeing all over that ooh, Penny for no clothes, blowing gelato smoke. Ooh, and you know it's levels to the illest shit. It's mob, you cannot kill this shit. Get it, bag it out your feelings, bitch. Watch your mouth, it's on me. Yeah. She said I gave you my attention. You better say something nice. Oh, I see beauty, I see queen. Oh, I see bad bitch, I see white. Let's get this bad and run it. Let's get this bag and fuck the move. She ain't having, she a model. Shaped like a Coke bottle. Walking in and out the bank. Oh, all she do is make the
body fucking way out down the palace. Alright, so look, bro. I'm not sure if y'all know who David Taylor is. Honestly speaking, I don't even really know who David Taylor is. But I did run across him a while ago about a deposition of what he was doing with his church or JMMI or whatever he called, his ministry, okay? So when I heard the deposition, I'm like, man, this man is playing. Like, what is you doing? You spending $30,000, $50,000 on a shopping spree for clothes? Wait a minute. What is going on? But this is what a lot of pastors and preachers and people who got these big Megatron churches, this is just what's going on these days. So today we're going to review Mr. David Taylor. Okay? We don't know him. Look him up. It's a big story right now. A lot of people bringing up his deposition that happened, which we're going to watch a little bit of the deposition. But before we get into this, we got to play what the news is saying about what is going on or what happened with Mr. David Taylor, okay? When you come over here on YouTube, the link is in the chat. If you want to hit the panel, the link is already dropped. So once you hit that YouTube, you know what's going on. If you have ever been on StreamYard, hit the link. So I'm gonna play this video of what the news say, and then we're gonna listen to somebody else who reacted to it to see just what have been going on with Mr. David Taylor. Now, what we do know is he's spending 30, 40, 50,000 on clothes. He's doing, oh my God, he's going crazy. So as a church member, how do you feel about Mr. David Taylor? So we're going to start with this one, right? Hold up. No, not that one. Let's start with this one. Let's start with this one to see what Mr. David Taylor got going on. That's how we're going to start it. If you're in the building, salute to you. If you're over here on YouTube, you know what to do. Hit the link and come politic with your boy and share your thoughts and feelings. But let the news say what Mr. David Taylor have been hit with, okay? Let's go. Ah, shit. Shoot. I hit the wrong thing. Let's run it.
Human trafficking case will remain in jail after appearing in federal court today. One of the hearings was in Tampa, where Michelle Brannon declined to have a bond hearing, instead choosing to have the hearing in Michigan, where the case is actually based. In a court filing, prosecutors say that they want Brannon held until her trial. They wrote that she is a danger to others and worry that she may try to run. They also indicated that her home address was listed as a mansion in the affluent Avila neighborhood in North Tampa. That property was one of 4 across the country raided by federal agents yesterday. Authorities say the properties belong to David Taylor and his Kingdom of God Global Church. Court documents indicate the church was operating 9 call centers. One of them was actually at that Avila mansion. Investigators say unpaid workers were forced to solicit donations or face punishments, including physical and psychological abuse and food and sleep deprivation. The indictment alleges that Taylor made the rules and Brannon, the church's executive director, enforced them. The arrest came as a relief to a woman who says she was in a relationship with Taylor back in 2018, and she says she ended it and wrote a book in 2020 trying to expose his abuse. This is just part of a video that she recorded yesterday.
There were so many people that were taken advantage of, and I was one of them. I experienced firsthand the abuse, the lies, and the corruption of both of the individuals who were arrested today. What a shame they are to authentic churches and ministries who have the character and the humility of Christ.
According to the federal indictment, Taylor referred to himself as an apostle, claiming that he communicated with Jesus and that he could heal people through faith. But investigators say it was all a con. They say the church raised $50 million in donations over the last 12 years. And investigators tell us the money funded extravagant lifestyles for Taylor and Brannon, who were the only ones receiving a salary. Of course, there are still many questions about how this church was able to operate for as long as it did.
Some have been watching and raising red flags for years. Let's bring in Fox 13's Genevieve Curtis, who spent the day digging into the church's past. Hi there, Genevieve, in our newsroom tonight. What'd you find out here?
Yeah, Mark, there is a lot to go through. And those who keep an eye on ministries say that there were red flags with David Taylor and his church for years, but truly nothing of this magnitude.
They have, frankly, from the very beginning, shown evidence of being a bad actor, a bad operator.
Warren Smith makes it his mission to keep faith leaders accountable. He's the president of Ministry Watch. The news outlet tracks finances and actions of Christian ministries. They followed the actions of David Taylor and the Kingdom of God Global Church over the years. But Smith says the allegations contained in the federal indictment of forced labor and human trafficking were shocking.
A level of evil, a level of wrongdoing that even among some of the worst actors that we've been covering over the years here at Ministry Watch, and we've been around for 26 years, I don't believe I've ever seen anything quite like this.
The indictment alleges since 2014, the church amassed $50 million in donations, leading to questions about how it went on for so long.
We are living in an oversight and accountability and regulatory regimen for nonprofits that was devised in the 1950s and 60s. It is completely inadequate for the number of nonprofits that we have in this country today. So I think one of the ways that David Taylor was able to get away with it was that they were just not being scrutinized by the government at all.
Authorities accuse Taylor and his right hand, Michelle Brannon, of forcing workers to meet unrealistic quotas at the church's call centers, and they were punished when they didn't. A model used in third world countries, but maybe the first known case in the U.S.
And I think by understanding the mechanics of David Taylor's operation, we might be able to gain some insights into how to investigate or what to look for in some of these other situations that I'm aware of.
And there are still questions about how many people were forced to work in these conditions. Transcripts from a federal civil trial could give us some insight. Taylor and his church were sued by a Florida movie set company over failing to pay. Last year, one of the church's pastors testified that they rely on 75 to 80 full-time volunteers to run the day-to-day operations. He also testified the church has thousands of volunteers in almost 200 nations around the world.
So there are a lot of victims here, a lot of problems, a lot of damage done.
The church has
Bro,
thousands of volunteers.
Bro, that house for a pastor, there's crazy work. That's crazy work right there, boy. A pastor, man, how you living like this, bro, off a church salary or whatever is going on with the church? How are you living like this? Okay? Then you got the Maybach, okay? You got the Phantom, you got... What is going on? Okay? I could be wrong. But how? How, bro? How, bro? Is you living like this as a okay? I mean, how it worked, it worked. I'm just confused. How are you living like this as a... Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Come on, bro. Your church ain't... Come on now. Come on.
In almost 200 nations around the world.
So there are a lot of victims here, a lot of problems, a lot of damage done, but at least it's coming to light and maybe we can learn a few lessons from it.
And in talking about those call centers, the church promotes its prayer line, which we call today, and people are still answering the phones for the church. So I reached out to the FBI field office to see if there are other locations that were not raided, if there are more victims that are still working for the church, answering those phone lines. We'll let you know what we find out. Mark.
Imagine being able to build anything.
Yeah, let us know what you find out. How, bro, are you living like that as a pastor or who's supposed to be delivering the word to the people? But you got all these call centers. You got all of these different entities who you got in Mississippi, Florida, who calls, I think they call and donate money, and you are living like this. Wait a minute, pastor. Wait a minute, pastor. That's how you doing it? That's how you doing it? Okay, all right, okay. Now, I did hear a deposition from this guy a while ago that, you know, I'm going to get into later. But this was a content creator who was speaking on some of the things he said. He was very cocky. He was very arrogant. And he tells people, you know, he met Jesus face to face and, you know, all these good rants he go on. But I was like, man, who is this guy? But boy, now I see they don't got his ass. They don't got your ass.
Pastor Bishop David E. Taylor, head of the Kingdom of God Global Church.
God is showing me right now, there's one woman even sitting in Taylor. You have like $75,000 in your account. And you can give half.
I paid over $6,000 to Louis Vuitton.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What would that be for?
Well, this is for clothes concerning my TV ministry as well.
Or you have to wear Louis Vuitton?
Oh, it don't matter what name it is. The point is clothes for ministry purposes as well. When I was using my clothes, I'm sweating through them. So I'm needing new clothes also for television ministry.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Come on now, dog.
Come on, man.
Lord, I also break a stingy spirit because I sense that there's some heavy hitters watching me tonight. There's some people that can give 200,000, 300,000. They can give 50,000, 20,000. They had it saved up. But God, there's a stingy spirit on. There's a spirit of fear. So I break that spirit of stinginess.
According to the indictment, which we have and will go over today, Taylor defrauded followers out of millions by claiming their donations were for God's work, when in reality, he allegedly used the money for luxury purchases. Think mansions, designer clothing, high-end cars, and even expensive cosmetic procedures. The indictment goes on to say that he created a cult-like atmosphere where members were pressured into giving everything: money, houses, labor, and even estranged relationships with family members under the belief that they were serving God. They say that he controlled followers' lives, allegedly cutting them off from loved ones,
Come on now, dog.
posting unpaid labor, and using intimidation to silence anyone who questioned him.
And so that's why I am hard on them. They know I love them. And that's why they don't leave. So when I rebuke my staff, that ain't none of your business. And I know some of y'all are holding up coming because you say, I don't know if I can be rebuked like that. You need to get over it.
Prosecutors say David Taylor wasn't just buying these big houses to live large. He allegedly used them as call center hubs for his ministry. He's accused of recruiting people from all across the country, convincing them to quit their jobs and devote themselves fully to his work. Once they arrived, he allegedly told them to apply for food stamp benefits and turn the cards over to the church. These followers weren't paid for their labor. Instead, they were placed inside these call centers where they had to hit daily quotas.
Come on now, dog.
Reaching out to unsuspecting people and pushing them to donate. The script they used claimed the money would support noble causes like helping victims of trafficking. But here's the twist. Prosecutors say the donors were never told that some of the very workers making these phone calls were themselves trafficked and exploited by the ministry. The charges lay out a pattern of deception and abuse, fraud and money laundering, millions in donations collected under the promise of building God's kingdom. There was also alleged human trafficking.
Hey, if you live in one of these cities right here, why don't you own an apartment building? Seriously, let me show you a path that could absolutely change your life and unlock financial freedom. You might be thinking right now, listen, Tyler, I don't have millions